With exam 2 looming right around the corner, you might be wondering what the most efficient way to study or to use your time would be. I'd like to encourage you to focus all of your attention to the review sheet. So here we kind of outline some general advice. Go into the exam with a pretty thorough, proficient technical understanding of ACE Organic, elementary steps, and so forth. But point for point, your exam is going to be a direct correlation with what you see here in the specific study tips. So with about 20 bullet points, you can expect to see 18 questions. Each point is pretty much one question. So each question will be approximately one of these bullet points. So let's look at how students have in the past taken full intellectual ownership of the review sheet and have performed well on the exam. So we have an example here. I've prepared a video that I'd like to share with you guys. You can see here the student has pulled up four packets here. We have the Orgo Final, PowerPoint, the Exam 1 review, and the Exam 2 review, and we also have the notes here. So with these resources at hand, the student is now fully prepared to take on any of the questions that she encounters on the exam. So as we can see, the student is preparing and just making sure that she has all of the material ready. And you can see here she has prepared 255 slides for exam 2. Just checking over exam 1, you can see here she will have 306 slides, and we're going to see an example of how the student is able to take these PowerPoints and utilize them efficiently on the exam. So this question is dealing with an E2 and 80 sub n and an E2 here, and we can see that the student is kind of like, okay, just try to make sure that she clearly understands what the question is asking for. And you can see she's prepared in color coordinated scheme, quickly able to locate the E2 mechanism, and briefly going through the notes, just making sure one last time what exactly an E2 is, and then goes straight back to the question without hesitation, and is now able to understand the flow of electrons. And you can see without hesitation is very confidently putting in the answers, and just from that little bit of confidence and motivation from the PowerPoints, you can see that this question is being approached in a very systematic manner. And with the last intermediate being drawn, we have one final E2, which at this point to her is no big deal. You can see the correct flow of electrons, and finally, as she submits, we can see that she has answered the question correctly in one attempt. So that is one way of how you can go into the exam prepared with a complete set of notes and be able to utilize those on the exam. In another example, I'm going to pull up a pretty comprehensive review packet which was compiled by a group of 3 students last semester. You can see each bullet point has, this is a PDF, and each bullet point has taken a chapter in this PDF. And I'm just going to go ahead and go to one really quickly, the imine, iminium ion, and enamine. So the bullet point here is be familiar with the chemistry of the imine, iminium ion, and enamine functional groups. And you can see here through another scheme of color coordinated organization, you can see the students are taking full intellectual ownership of what exactly the review sheet has provided for them. This kind of generally outlines the reactivities, and we can see some examples of some mechanisms that involve the imine functional group. Here's some more examples. And so really, what does this tell us? It's that these students are really taking the review sheet and making that their exam. And so we encourage you to take this similar approach as you are now studying yourself for the exam. And finally, going back to the review sheet, this is where your exam is going to be coming out. Your exam comes to life through this review sheet. So we encourage you to go ahead and take the approach of very successful organic chemistry students. And if you have any other questions, let us know. And we're rooting for you guys. So best wishes and good luck.